Alright, so we're cutting this into two 30-minute parts just because of the fact that, one, I freaked out thinking that I had the mic muted the whole entire time. My bad. And so I just stopped playing. I just sat still and I checked things and make sure it worked. Now we're on to video 2 just because of the fact that I'm a complete dunce. So, yeah, as you saw last time, we essentially joined the proverbial villain's fight club, in a way. So, that's about all we got done. And I started killing snakes, and as you can see, I'm just finishing that now. Alright. So, somehow I ended up where I needed to be. But yeah, so now I've got to go and return to the contacts and get everything set up. It's a longbowman out here. Huh, not bad. Don't get too cocky, though, because there's far worse than snakes around the Rogue Isles. You're tougher than I gave you credit for. I can respect that. Look around my store and see if there's something worth your time. No, I'm not going to do that. Nice work on calling the snakes in the area. Usually we can keep them confined in the snake pits, but occasionally they tunnel or slither their way into other places. Speaking of which, we just got a report of a nest of them forming up in the sewers underneath Darwin's Landing. Go in and clear the snake's nest before it becomes a problem. Can do. The snakes have most likely constructed their nest in the deeper part of the sewers. Good to know. I do still need to get to Graves, so I need to find the door. There's the door. God damn it. I hate that they have those random fucking drops everywhere. Pisses me off. I hope you paid attention to the rules, Vaden Soulblood. They are quite important, and I'm giving you my contact information so that you can learn when the trial is to begin. Oh, and another thing. Good luck. You'll need it. Before the first round of the competition begins, we must be certain that the ever-present grasp of Arachnos has not taken notice of our festivities. Thus I have assigned each of you the task of reducing your profile, your importance, if you will, in the eyes of those who govern the packing order in the Erogue Isles. In other words, make the Arbiters believe you're not someone worth paying attention to for the time being. If I must, what exactly do I need to do? You have most likely already spoken with the Arbiters that grant you permissions to increase your powers. Although they appear to regard you as just one of the teeming throng that litter the streets of Mercy Isle, that's not truly the case. I would suspect that they have already taken a silent interest towards your abilities, making your movements not as slight as you might believe. You will need to make them think you're not worth considering for the time being. As part of your challenge, I leave the details up to you. However, if I were to offer a suggestion, perhaps you may want to convince them that you're woefully inexperienced. In other words, tell me you're a noob. Wow. Okay. It actually looks pretty dope. I approve. What is it you want, citizen? I am not required to speak with you unless you feel you need training. Out with it already. So, you're a trainer, right? What kind of foolish question is that? Of course I'm a trainer. Stares at you with extreme annoyance. Hold on a moment. You're Vaden Soulblood, are you not? You've already been granted the rights to increase your powers several times now. As a matter of fact, I believe I may have even granted you that right personally. What is this all about? I don't remember? I think I may have been, mind-wiped? Mind-wiped? I'm aware of any local individual who has been authorized to use that power, let alone deign to use them on you. Now speak up. Who was it that mind-wiped you? I don't remember. I was mind-wiped, remember? How convenient. Alright then, I'll play along. For now. To answer your original question, yes, I'm a trainer. An arbiter, to be exact. You will come to me when you feel you can demonstrate increased powers, though undertaking tasks that please Arachnos and Lord Recluse. If you can exhibit enough gained experience, I or another arbiter may judge you worthy of the privilege of increasing your powers. I forget what experience means. What? How could you forget something as simple as that? Experience is gained by combating those that Arachnos deems an enemy, or by undertaking special missions as well. Only a simpleton would ask such a ridiculous question. Oh, yes, I forgot. You've been mind-wiped. Oh no! Maybe you've been mind-wiped too. I have not. I have an idea. Let me help you, Vaden Soulblood. I want you to go speak with Arbiter Unger at the Port Oaks. I'm quite certain he will be more than happy to answer any and every question you have for him. please be sure to ask him, oh, I don't know, any little thing you've ever been slightly curious about. Perhaps you would like to know why the sky is blue. Well then, you be sure to ask, alright? That'll be fun, won't it? Travel south beyond the wall until you arrive at the ferry, at which point you can take it to Port Oaks West. Now, leave my presence immediately. Thank you so much for your help, Arbiter. Have a nice day. Oh, that was a fun little interaction. Okay, so that's not the way out. So I'll just jump. Ow. That hurt. Want west. Because he said specifically west. Who the fuck is Drea the Hook? I don't know. Oh, damn. I can't do shit here. Citizen, if you're standing before me, that must mean you only are claiming the right to increase your powers. You in no way would be here to waste my time, am I right? I mean, that would be quite dangerous, wouldn't you agree? Actually, Arbiter Richard directed me to you. Oh, did he now? Did he? I read that wrong. Oh well. What is it that you need from me that he could not deal with himself? I wanted to know how the ferries worked. You wanted to know how the ferries worked, and he sent you to me to ask me how the ferries work. Let me make sure I understand this correctly. Arbiter Richard, rather than answering this pathetic question himself, sent you to me, and very specifically said to you that you were to speak to Arbiter Ungen. Am I to understand this right? No, sir. He said to speak to that brown-nosing Unger. Brown-nosing? I see. Very well. I'll answer your question, citizen. Ferries are but one means of transportation throughout the Isles that make up the Rogue Isles. By the grace of Lord Recluse, these ferries are free to use and will take you to a number of different ports. You can use them anytime you wish, reducing the time it would take to travel there through conventional means. Know this. Although Arachnos has provided you the means of transportation, we do not provide you the protection on your journeys. If you wander into a neighborhood with individuals far more powerful than you, your body will be unceremoniously dumped into the ocean. Similar to what I have in mind for Richard when I see him next. You're going to kill him? And are arbiters allowed to do that? What? Oh no, you mistake me. I would never lay a hand upon one of my fellow arbiters, even a buffoon like Richard. However, I understand he is still dealing with the problem of a corrupt police force within his purview. Were the Rogue Isles police force to start winding up in the hospital after a spate of mysterious attacks, well, I'm quite certain their police chief will want answers from Richard personally. And when that's all done, I'd be curious to see whose nose is browner. Now then, I've answered your question. Unless you have any real business with me, I would suggest that you go about your day somewhere else. I understand. I'll be on my way now. Okay, I know that it was trying to send me off to Deeg, but I'm not ready for this area. I've already seen a couple level 9s. No, thank you. I'd rather go right on back to Mercy. Hey, another Arbiter. Alright, now I gotta find my way back up. Okay, I found Zephyr. Oh, I didn't know that those were doors. Okay, well, I learned something new.
You can borrow mine. Thanks. I lost something once. I lost something I couldn't live without. My identity.
I'm not sure what was going through your head when you decided to raise the ire of the Rogue Isle Police, Faden. This runs directly counter to your directions to reduce your profile. You have, however, managed to keep the eyes of the police off our activities, perhaps even Arachnos themselves. Because of this, I will not request that our faceless benefactor disqualify you this time. It is now time for the trial to begin. This shall be the first of several competitive events that will be used to gauge your strengths, potentially cull the weak. Let us hope for your sake that you are not the first to be called. That will never happen. When does the trial begin? While you and the rest were avoiding the Eye of Arachnos, I have been putting into motion all the situations you will encounter and be judged by. You and the others will return to an impromptu training grounds and utilize the registration terminal to begin the competition. The first to the finish line will be determined as the winner of the round 1. Oh, and you may wish to hurry, for you see the competition has already begun. Okay.
I find it a little difficult to say what the subject matter of this seminar is going to be.
Nope, I'm in a hurry.
It's too fundamental to give it a title. But it is best understood by analogy with music. Because music, as an art form, is essentially playful. You say you play the piano. You work the piano. Why? Music differs from, say, travel. When you travel, you are trying to get somewhere. And of course, we, because being
Okay,
very
so out here, just in general, is Darwin's Landing. Did not know that. Mainly because I'm usually too preoccupied trying to do other shit. And I've always kind of just jumped over the wall instead of taking one of the doors to load in. You can hear various yells and explosion sounds coming from deeper inside the building. It looks like you may have gotten here too late. All candidates will register. Upon registration, the rules of the contest shall be provided. The candidate will remain still for a retinal scan. On the top of the terminal, a device emerges that appears to be a robotic hand with a cylindrical endpoint. A small hole at the end of the cylinder, which emits a small laser dot. The robotic hand scans the dot up to your face, which reaching the bridge of your nose, and keeps moving upwards past the brow until it stops directly in the center of your forehead. Quickly move away from the laser. You definitely move out of the way of the dot. A split second later from the cylinder erupts a deadly laser blast. Where a moment earlier your head was, upon the screen the words appear. Analyzing reaction patterns. Dodge rate, 0.32. Complacency rate, 1.25. Submissiveness rating, 5. Identity for confirmed, Fade and Soulblood. Submissiveness rating of 5? Is that good or bad? Candidate registration accepted. Message from Dr. Todd Graves directed to Vade and Soulblood. Vade and Soulblood, once again you have managed to survive this test, however. As before, do not lavish yourself in victory laurels just yet. From this moment forward, your task will be to reach the corresponding terminal found hidden within this compound. Once you have done so, you will enter the following code. Omega Zero Terminus. Memorize the code. The trial will be judged by our benefactor through hidden eyes. You will be judged not only by what place you reach in the end, but also by what means you take to reach that end. On a final note, you are still under the restrictions that prevent you from killing your fellow contestants. Accidents will be fully investigated, and the perpetrator of those actions will be disqualified immediately with extreme prejudice. Why did it have to be skeletons? I hate skeletons. Can I stick around near you? You can't be serious, Zephyr. They're not even really skeletons, you know? I don't care, man. I mean, made my, first body. Yeah, that's it. I, forgot to make a skeleton for it, right? So, then don't laugh at me. Crosscut laughed at me, and man, I tell you, that was even creepier than those skeleton guys. You're seriously afraid of skeletons. This is the most ridiculous thing. Look, man, if you keep making fun of me like that, I'll go back and hang out next to Crosscut. But since he's further ahead of you, it looks like you'll have to be both of us, okay? On the other hand, you can shut up with the mocking and I'll chill out with you, giving you a better chance at winning this round. See where I'm going with this? Well, very well. You say Crosscut was up ahead? Yeah, he was just around the corner, fighting some of those skeleton dudes. He didn't really seem like he was in a rush, though. To be honest, I think he was more interested in playing with them than actually winning this round. Then I'll encourage him to keep up the good work. Shall we? I've been trying to get them to say trick or treat for the past hour, and not one of these little spookies will play along. Now, whatever am I going to do with this nifty trick I had planned for them? I'm afraid to ask, but what was this trick? I have this earpiece that lets me talk over an unused intercom system. It's like the little bird that sits on your windowsill that tells you all of, that you tell all of your secrets to. But this little bird tells your secrets to everyone here. My trick was to tell everyone my secrets. Some of my dirty, dirty secrets. Can I tell you my secrets? Oh, please? Let me breathe my secrets into your ear. If you give me that earpiece and tell me how to use it, I'll think about it. Oh, I will like telling them to you. Just me and you. Alone. Sharing my secrets with you. Here's the earpiece.
All you do is say your secrets into the mic, and then when you think it's the perfect time to drip your secrets inside everyone, you just say, "Open wide." You'll first need to override the system, but that should be easy enough. Now, let me think. What secret should I tell you? Maybe I'll tell you about the bad things I've done with seatbelts. Or with the doggy door. Ah, the retirement party. I've never told anyone where all of them went. Yes, that one.
I said maybe I'll tell you. Or maybe I'll let you. Remember that crosscut. Oh, that was creepy. Intercom override controls, huh? Where the fuck are those? Probably back here. Oh, you're with me now, huh? Zephyr disappears. What the fuck are these controls, man? They're back here.
I am here to confirm the winner of this first round. As you are able to see, Dollface has beaten each of you to the finish line. All that's left is for the winner to register their name in the endpoint marker.
Stop right there.
I do not know what you mean by... to accomplish by delaying the inevitable. But Dollface is clearly the winner. If you attempt to stop me by force, I will respond in kind and disqualify you from the contest.
I know the rules, Graves. I just want to congratulate her by saying, open wide.
Open wide? What foolish nonsense is...
Sorry, but it's a secret. Wow. Looks like you get a lot of cars, Dollface. You better hurry and get them.
I had no involvement with that message in any way or form. However, I have a good mind as to who might be responsible for that highly coincidental announcement.
I'd love to hear your thoughts, but first, I'm going to win. Looks like the round is over, Graves. Alright, so we managed to win round one. It's a good place to call it, since technically I've got 2 videos equaling over an hour of gameplay, as well as my retardation. And a lot of me having to make up different voices for each fucking person. Jesus. That was annoying. Anyway, I'll turn that into... I didn't want luck. Oh well. That's been City of Heroes, and well over an hour of it. Until next time.